haven't launched our diesel version of this yet, but it'll be soon.
Oh, good.
It's the GLS350d.
Okay.
We just haven't communicated a launch date yet.
I can put that on camera then.
Sure.
Okay.
Perfect. I have hot coffee, so what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. I'm driving. I've bottomed out every car I've driven so far. So
Really?
yeah.
All right. Well, that's great.
I'm very familiar with Mercedes. I've had quite a few in the day.
Okay.
But
Ow.
you spilled without me even touching the wheel.
Jeez. This is a good start. This is a really good start.
Well, we're gonna find out if the cup holders work.
The cup holders are heated and cooled.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So, do you have any questions about this, or do you want me to just tell you about it, or?
Well, how about I give my first impression, which is this must be the GLS.
That is correct.
So it's the S class of the SUVs.
That is our tagline. Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. I've never driven a GLS, but I imagine it's as big as an S class.
It's pretty big, yeah. So it's a 7-passenger configuration, 3 rows. You can see behind us.
Wow.
It's our biggest SUV.
Okay.
It's
and it has a twin turbo V8.
So this is a bi-turbo 4.7 liter V8. It's 449 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque.
Nice.
It's permanent all-wheel drive. So we call that 4MATIC.
4MATIC.
And it's got a 9G-tronic 9-speed automatic transmission.
Well, let's head out towards the. Is it electronic?
I'm just going to throw this on. Just give me 1 second.
Oh.
It's going to delicately.
At the Lexus. We gotta speed off in typical Mercedes fashion. Wow, this is definitely smooth. This must have Airmatic.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it does. So the Airmatic system, there's you can see down here this knob with several different drive modes. We've got a sport mode where the Airmatic suspension will go down 1 inch. We've got an off-road mode where the suspension will go up 1 inch. So
okay.
Once we get a little bit closer to the course, we can crank that to off-road.
One thing I love about Mercedes is the interior.
And this one has our Designo interior package. So it's all this quilted leather you see. It's really comfortable. Massaging seats are also a very welcome addition. Would you like me to turn them on?
Oh, it's in the
it's in
command?
the central control unit.
Okay. Oh yes. In Airmatic, can you control the intensity, like the sport mode?
So the height is controllable independently of the firmness of the shocks.
Okay.
So if you wanted to be in a comfort mode and raise it up, you could do that. If you want to be in sport and raise it up, you can do that up to 60 miles an hour.
Okay.
But when you put it into off-road mode, it makes it soft and it's raised. So
okay.
It's ideal for off-road scenarios.
So 4MATIC is the same throughout all the models, right?
It's applied differently. So this is permanent 50-50 split front rear. Some of our other vehicles are 67% rear, 33% front. So this is 50-50.
Okay.
It's going to pop this into off-road. And we're good. But this car also has a hugely advanced suite of driver assistance systems. This has Distronic Plus, which is our radar cruise control system. It has what's called active steering assist, which is where if you're driving down the interstate, the GLS can lock onto a car in front of you and more or less follow it. It could also detect lane lines and keep you within the lane markers. It just makes the whole driving experience on the interstate very comfortable, relaxing.
Awesome. Yeah. Now, I saw a video of that one German guy. You know that one German guy?
You know, there's only one guy.
The 5,6 guys?
I don't know.
The nihilist looking guy?
This is very specific.
Johann something.
Oh gosh.
And they're out in like the sand dunes, and I think it was this car.
Okay.
And they're just totally they're doing a blitzkrieg on the sand dunes of the Mojave Desert. Have you seen? You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen this, no.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was quite cool. It sounded great to open it up. So I do want to, if it's possible, to just take this down the highway afterwards.
Absolutely.
Do a quick jaunt.
Yes,
Just
sir.
to hear it.
It's pretty cool. This isn't our fastest GLS. We have the GLS650, which is 577 horsepower. So this is only 449, but it still does 0 to 60 in about 5.2 seconds, which is pretty quick for a 5,600 pound vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Mercedes, you know, puts out the power.
Yes.
And what is the suspension travel like on this thing?
So in the off-road mode, you gain 1 additional inch of ground clearance. I don't know the travel though.
Okay. But then we're talking about ground clearance.
Yeah.
So is it over 8 inches?
Yes.
Okay.
In sport mode, when you're all the way lowered, you're an inch lower than neutral. That would be less than 8 inches, but when you're in the off-road mode. The sport mode stiffens everything up a bit. The off-road mode loosens everything up and raises you up. So it's everything we develop is dual purpose. We wouldn't design this only for highway driving. It's extremely capable off-road. Every Mercedes employee, when you start with the company, within the first couple months, you get to do an orientation at this customer experience center in Vance, Alabama, where this particular vehicle is made, and you get to do this pretty extensive off-road course in a GLS. So it's pretty incredible. Yeah, so we do extensive off-road testing with this. Just hilariously extensive in the development process. So this is you might be familiar with the GL. This is the newest version of the GL. So this has about 10 years of engineering already behind it before we relaunched it with a new engine package, new transmission, revised suspension. Everything has been
well, one thing I know about Mercedes is they're always revising. This is, what is this, 109,000?
About 105.
105.
So this base price for the G550, GLS550 is 93.4. I believe this is 104.4 as configured. And most of that cost comes from these lovely quilted leather seats and door panels and the exterior paint color. And you also got a panoramic sunroof. So that makes up a bulk of the options on this vehicle.
Take that real quick. Get off that glass.
You got it?
I think I got it. There we go. So the Designo is the tone, the color of the leather and the wood.
It's quilting on the sides.
And quilting on the sides.
And on the seating surfaces.
This is more or less B-roll here.
Yeah.
It's like magical editing skills.
And then this is open-pore ashwood trim.
Now this has the descent control, right?
It does. Turn it on right there.
There we go. Bam. My foot's off the pedal. So we're at 5-6 crawl.
Here's another cool menu you can get a shot of here. It's there we go. It shows the percent grade. All sorts of fun stuff.
Man, will this fit?
Yeah, it fits. The Super Duties are going on this, so
that's just deceptive.
Yeah.
Getting on there, it's fine.
Yeah. So I just put this back into comfort mode now. So the suspension's lowered back down to its neutral height.
We're not in water fording mode though.
Or we could put it into slippery if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of snow, ice, and water. Yeah.
And then we're gonna hit the road real quick, right?
Perfect.
Okay.
Keep it consistent.
Yeah. Effortless.
Fast.
Yeah, this is so far the fastest SUV I've driven. And I'm just categorizing them all as SUVs.
Yeah.
There's no need to beat around the bush. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so like I said, it's 0 to 60 in about 5.2, which is pretty great for a 7-passenger SUV. And then,
5,000 pounds.
Yeah, a little bit more.
We're not counting.
So, just imagine the GLS63 with another 130 odd horsepower. It's pretty special.
No, I think you get into something like this at this price range, you get everything.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, you're probably a busy person. You don't need to worry about everything, but you write the check or you just sign on the line and you get the best of the best, right? So this feels like that.
This is a great vehicle for long highway drives, I found. I drove this from Atlanta to Charleston, which is like 4 or 5 hours. It's just effortless. It's so nice.
What isn't on this car? Besides an AMG V8.
Yeah, exactly. It has just about everything else. I mean, there might be a 22-inch wheel you can get. But it has a 21 on it already. It basically has every box checked. So it doesn't have a heated steering wheel. It's got wood leather, so it's not heated.
Okay.
You can also get a sport steering wheel. It has a flat bottom. It doesn't have that, but that's really down to personal preference.
It's got pretty tight turning radius too.
It's about 40 for the turning circle, which is pretty good.
Doesn't sound pretty good, but when you see the size of this thing, it feels right. Oh yeah, it's flawless.
Makes a good sound too.
It's the surge, it's this wave of torque. Park.
Yep, click it in.
There you go. Thank you very much, Brian.
Hey, it was nice chatting with you.
Yeah, same here. Thank you.
That. Pop that off.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem at all.
Conserve all the fuel in this.
I think we still have more than half a tank.
Oh, that's good.
Fine.